All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and it's finally time to start the Forever Conquest Map. So, I've done pretty much all the maps that I can do other than the cactus one, which I mean, now that I think about it, I will do this eventually. But that's going to be after the Forever one. See, I skipped over the Cactus one because I just felt like at the time when it came out, I didn't really have a strong enough team to be able to go up against all these teams that were on the map. But now that I do, I certainly can. So that could be like the last one. There's really not much rewards here. Get a few show packs, a headliners pack, a ball in his habit pack, and then a deluxe choice pack. That's about it. But we're not doing that today. What we're doing today is the Forever map, and I'm actually glad that they changed this up. That last year or in years past, they would release this at the beginning of the game. And it's just so much. It's so big that it could be overwhelming. So I'm actually glad that they waited till the very end when everyone pretty much had their 99s already. And they could go ahead and just grind this and not have a problem. So I actually applaud them for making this decision because I think this was the right one at the end of the day. Something that even when they did if you guys remember at the beginning of the year, where they broke up the maps, well, they broke up the USA map into the West, the Central, and the East, and that was all to get the flashback guys. Or not the flashback, but the pipeline guys. So they had Thomas White, Braden Taylor for the West, or for the East, rather, and so on and so forth. So at least you could build up your team and get some golds to get you started. And now with this is the big one, the one that we've been waiting for. And now the rewards are a deluxe choice pack, a couple premier packs, a couple premier choice packs, even let's see, Ballin' is a Habit bundle packs, and and a few ultra choice packs, and even a chase pack as well. So this is actually really nice that they did this now, as opposed to later on, as opposed to the beginning of the year. Before I just remembered that I have some packs to open up here that would be good for me to do. So I'll just do this real quick. It's not going to take me long at all. And then we'll get right into the map. And by the way, for anyone who's wondering, yes, I did finish up that snowflake map. Dang. Didn't get a chase card in either one of the packs. That stinks. 4990. Oops. Did not mean to open that yet. Not that it matters, because still gonna, you know, it's just gonna be a bunch of quick sells. Other than Bader. Bader was not. Mike is, I'd welcome. Sorry, Midnight. Well, I don't have Discord. I haven't had Discord for a long time. I appreciate you complimenting my my streaming. I appreciate that, but I'm not on Discord. And honestly, I don't plan on going back to Discord because I haven't used it in such a long time. And even when I did use it, I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I mean, whatever discussion you want to have it in my chat. Like, what's so important that you can't discuss it in my stream chat? That's my philosophy. You got something to say to me? Say it in my chat. Otherwise, don't say it at all. What I'm really looking for in these packs is the diamond. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, unfortunately, nothing good in those packs. And I'm not opening up the show packs, okay? I'm just not going to do it. That's a lot of show packs to go through. Let's see, who's the most expensive? Because that one I'll sell. Okay, it looks like it's Mark Davis, so 9799. $29,000. Okay. Pudge. I don't know why someone is willing to pay that much for him, but okay. Base round for the X series. Okay. And Ryan Kletzko is our choice, so $15,499. Of course, the finest pack. Ooh, this is actually the good round. Nice. Okay. Gosh. So we got Carlos Rodin, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Josh Hader, or Nathan Eovaldi. I was thinking Hater. Let's go Hater. I got the base round for this one. Alright, whichever one's the most expensive. Ooh. Oh, okay. No. Wait, it's, okay, so Jesus Luzardo is the most expensive right now. What was he? Okay, so Diaz is not close. Neither is Wu. Hunter Goodman, no. 65, 997. No. Jesus Luzardo is 66. There. Okay, so now that we got that pack opening out of the way, now we can officially get into the Forever. I'm sorry about that, but I felt that it was important enough that we could... Yeah, that's about as far as I'll go. But I am going to steal some fans from Colorado. Why not, you know? Make it easier on me. Alright, so get Senga in here. Excuse me.
Leading off for New Jersey, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
So, you know, I know I said that the Forever map was going to be the last thing that I did in Conquest, or the last thing that I did in Diamond Dynasty.
1 ball, 1 strike.
At least until new content comes out, which I don't know when that's going to be, because, you know, they surprisingly released the Captain Blizzard Drop 7 program last week, which I was not expecting because they didn't put it up on the schedule.
Ball.
So there might be another Captain Blizzard program coming this week.
Down.
We're starting to get towards the end where we're gonna see
Ball 4. Take your base.
where we're gonna see the final Captain Blizzard program. We're also gonna see the Then and Now program as well, so we could start earning some or we can continue earning some packs for for next year, or not for next year, for the next type, which is MLB The Show 26. Nice, Jim Tomey. Raise the apple.
Now pitching for the Rockies. Number 30.
So, but with the now thinking about doing the cactus map, that might extend it a little bit. But the cactus map would be absolutely it. Okay, that would be the last thing, other than whenever they drop new content. That would be the last thing that I do.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
Alright, so, you know, maybe don't expect as many MLB The Show
Full count.
25 streams moving forward. I don't want to do that because I want you guys to. I want to continue streaming, but I can't stream nothing. And Jose Bautista raised the apple. Now, it was suggested to me that maybe I do, like, NHL and Madden, the daily objectives and everything in Ultimate Team. I mean, it might be an interesting idea, but I don't know. I'm doing all right, Hoopin. How are you?
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball. Hey.
Dead.
2-2 to count.
Doing final work done and completed and go back to school tomorrow. All right. Good for you. Always important to get stuff out of the way. Get them out of the way now. You have plenty of free time. I wish I had that philosophy when I was a kid. I would have done a lot better in school.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yep. Of course it is.
Inside ball.
Believe me, I went through college. I know what it's like.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 57, Angel Chimphili.
Nope, that's a ball.
Oh, well.
Hey.
Well, I guess I should talk about the playoff
No
games
balls, 2 strikes.
that happened over the weekend for the NFL, because quite some interesting matchups we had there. Buffalo and Denver, I kind of expected to go for that to go down the wire. I
That's out.
actually thought it was great. I thought it was exactly what we needed, which is you don't want too much excitement because then it's overwhelming, but you don't want it to be too boring. I think it was a good mix of, okay, these games were exciting, meanwhile the other games, they weren't as interesting. Like, yeah, you talked about Patriots and Texans. I don't think there was anyone, or there were too many people who thought that the Texans were going to take down the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots are just on a roll this today, or this year. I would have thought it would have taken them a bit longer to get back to the Super Bowl, but that's exactly where it's going. Unfortunately, next week I don't expect much to be different. I expect the Patriots to run away with it because the Broncos don't have Bo Nix. They're not going to have Bo Nix. So unless Jason Stratum is going to turn into Nick Foles, I think we're going to see the Patriots back in the Super Bowl.
Ball one.
Which, I'm going to say this as a Jets fan, and it absolutely kills me.
No, that's low.
It absolutely kills me to say this, but at the end of the day, I think as a Jets fan, I can't say that Robert Kraft got lucky with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Robert Kraft is a smart owner. He knows how to build a winner. And sure, it took a little while for the Patriots to, get back to the Super Bowl after losing Tom Brady, but they got back there. And they got back there with Mike Rabel and Drake May. So I think the Patriots are just a well-run organization, and as Jet fans, we can't. As a Jets fan, I can't continue to blame or credit Bill Belichick and Tom Brady for all those Super Bowls. It starts at the top. Robert Kraft knew how to build a winner, plain and simple.
1-1.
Yeah, they absolutely demolished the 49ers. I was thinking it was going to be a lot closer than that. Raise the apple for Xander Bogaerts. In fact, I thought that because Sam Darnold was hurt, I thought that the Seahawks might lose. That's what I'm thinking, unless the Rams can put on quite a performance, but the way the Seahawks dominated the 49ers, unless the Rams have a far better defense, I don't think that it's going to be Patriots versus Seahawks. That's the way I see it. So a rematch of I think it was the 2015 or 2016 Super Bowl.
2 strikes.
Well, no, because injuries can happen to anyone. It might be accidental. I mean, look at Edwin Diaz. Raise the apple for Jim Tolman. Edwin Diaz, all he was doing was celebrating, and he got an injury that took him out for the entire 2023 season. So injuries are, I think, more of a luck thing than anything. And yeah, you're supposed to have trainers who are going to help you make sure you don't get those injuries, but I think it's more of a luck issue.
Ball, that's too high.
Well, I mean, do you blame him? To them, the World Baseball Classic is it's such a critical moment because think about it, baseball is not in the Olympics. So you don't have a chance other than the World Baseball Classic to show off what your country can do. And those players from the Latin American countries, they really want to show that they're really passionate about baseball. I dare say more than Americans are. Yeah, the Seahawks should have ran the football there. There was no reason to pass on second down. That was bad play call. And honestly, I don't even know if Russell Wilson even recovered from it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The national championship, yep, tonight. Miami versus Indiana. It's just unfortunate that this is the game where we could see what Fernando Mendoza can do, and then he's just going to be selected first overall by the Raiders just before the Jets could take him. Unless the Jets make an amazing offer that
1 ball.
that
2
will
strikes.
blow the Raiders away and convince them not to take Mendoza.
3.
Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 55, Juan Mejia.
Attaboy, Carson Kelly.
The batter, the designated hitter, Carlos Delgado.
Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, the one thing I will say about watching the playoffs and not having to root for your team, you can enjoy the game so much more for that. You know?
The batter, the third baseman,
You know, I actually enjoyed both the Broncos-Bills game as well as the Bears-Rams game as well. I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad that I was able to enjoy it, because if my Jets were in the playoffs, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as much. My coach is smart enough to... I guess we'll find out.
0-1.
You know, gotta get to the Super Bowl first.
Take your base.
You still gotta beat the Rams, who, you know, Woogie, I think even you have to admit that the Rams are no pushover.
Runner. 0-1's the count.
What up, SP Champ? How are ya?
One and one.
He's definitely a good college quarterback. Oh, good.
Time. You got hit. First base.
Well, obviously he learned under a good system at Georgia and took it to Miami, and now look at where they are. So, ooh,
Hey.
geez, man. If I were you, I'd go get some shut-eye. Like, it doesn't even have to be that much. It could just be for, I don't know, an hour or something.
2 strikes.
I'd be pretty tired. And I know, because a few years ago, I had to wake up at, well, the latest I had to wake up was 4 so that I could get a bus at 4:45 that got me into the city before 5:30. Not go to bed until 5 a.m.? Night owl, huh?
He's out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Kyle Farmer.
Yep. No, we knew it was going to snow, SP Champ, but there is not some reason. It's January. It snows up here in New Jersey. You know that, and I know that. But what your biggest problem was all the ice, because I could tell you, and you already know this, it was so freaking cold.
Nope, inside. side, ball 2.
I actually had trouble trying to get into my car when I was heading home this morning. I had to tug on the door handle a few times just to get the door open. It was freezing. I'm just glad that I was able to get into my car. Mm-hmm. Yep. Same thing I did. See, what I found is that the easiest way to do that, get into your car, put on the defrosters, and then you should start scraping the ice off your windshield and back windshield. That's what you should do. That way it makes it easier to get that ice off your car. Justin Verlander? I really think Verlander should just retire. No offense to him, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. But, why push it any further? Just retire.
Counts 1-0.
What else does he have to prove? What is he trying to go for? That's what I don't understand.
Ball, that's inside.
Dude, you already have a Hall of Fame legacy. Okay, but that doesn't matter because he's on the Dodgers. Look, I was mad too. I wanted Kyle Tucker on the Mets, and Dodgers got him. I don't blame the Dodgers for that. In fact, I kind of expected they were going to have an offer that was going to blow away the Mets. But it is what it is at this point. Yes. Because we did not have a need for third base. And especially Bo Bichette, who we're paying $42 million for 1 year, at least 1 year, and he can opt out after next season or after this season. I'm sorry, but no, I'd rather have Tucker. We needed outfielding help. And we needed another strong bat. Raise the apple for Carson Kelly. Whoops. I can never get this right. I try to face it so that you guys could see the little Mets logo.
Now pitching for the Rockies,
I'm wondering if it's like
number
bent or
38,
something. Because
Victor
it feels like it's a little slanted. That's sure. No, thank you. I'd rather have Carson bench. Give him an opportunity to show what he could do. I mean, $42 million is not exactly a cheap deal.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Edgar Martinez.
Ball.
I also heard that the Mets may bring back Harrison Bader. And it's like, no thank you. I get it. Bader might have had success with the Phillies, but no, like we should be trying Carson Bench. Raise the apple for Edgar Martinez. What up, Dodger? Oh, this was something that, this was my brother's shirt, and it doesn't fit him. We wore it for he wore it for my sister and brother-in-law's wedding, because it was a football theme, and he didn't have a football jersey, so they just got him a Dallas Cowboys shirt, and it just fits me, so...
0-1.
I could also donate it. There's probably some poor Cowboys fan out there who could really use a shirt like this.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ezekiel.
Wow, a lot of Cowboys hate.
0-1's the count.
A Giants shirt? I mean, I'm a Jets fan, so nothing is worse than wearing a Jets shirt. So, which I do have, by the way. I have a Garrett Wilson shirt. I think that's in the wash. Well, I also have a Jets Pro Football Hall of Fame shirt as well. I have that. And I know where that is. I have it right over there. I wouldn't either. In fact, I would think. In fact, I think he would be offered. I think he would be offered up in a trade to the Raiders in order to get Mendoza, but then you're leaving Mendoza with no top receiver for Mendoza. And you don't want to do that, especially if there's no guarantee you're getting back Breece Hall either. I think the Jets have made their moves, and honestly, I think they're going to punt. They're just going to go with the best player in this year's draft, after Mendoza, because I don't see how the Raiders trade away the first overall pick. Yes, but I don't think they're going to find it in this year's draft. They may have to wait till next year. Because Dante Moore was the next best QB after Mendoza, and he had a horrible game against Indiana. No. I hope you're right, Woogie, because I would love Mendoza to be on the Jets. But it's not going to happen. The Raiders are going to take him. That's why the Jets shouldn't have even won a game this year. It should have been simple. Lose, lose, lose. But they can't even do that right.
0-1. 0-2 is the count. 3.
Strike 3, sit down.
Pitching for the Rockies.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Jim Daly.
1-0.
I don't think he can, Hoopin.
inside.
I thought he was done. I thought he was out of years of eligibility. Plus, why would you come back for one more year if you're already the projected first overall pick? It's not going to get much better than that.
19, Jose Bautista.
Raise the apple for Jose Bautista. Matier? Is that the Vanderbilt QB? QB from Oklahoma? And what makes him so special? Raise the apple for Carson Kelly. That was a deep one, too. That was 537.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 54. Set.
Okay.
Halverson.
If he even declares for the draft, did he declare for the draft? Raise the apple for Carlos Delgado. I think the Jets are better off waiting till next year.
Yep,
Just
that ball went out.
take the best available player and move on. You know, that unfortunately means they're probably stuck with Justin Fields for another year, but, you know, maybe that'll teach Woody Johnson not to give out stupid contracts. I mean, for God's sakes, the Bears made it to the divisional round with Caleb Williams. I don't think they're missing Justin Fields one bit.
He beat it.
Well, Tyrod Taylor is out there. Because he's not coming back to the Jets.
Ball one, no strikes.
Especially since they decided to try out Brady Cook over him, and Brady Cook was literally a deer in headlights. Andy Dalton.
Now batting. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 55.
Ball, that's in.
Juan Mejia.
Like I said, I really think the Jets are better off just drafting best available player and get ready for next year if they want to take a QB. I think that's the best course for the Jets. Just worry about next year. Well, not worry about next year, but worry about next year's class.
That's inside.
Not this year's, because honestly, outside of Mendoza, I don't see too many other QBs who are NFL starting QBs. Strike three, sit down. At least not yet. Always can be time for those young QBs to develop into starters. But they better earn it.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball, that's too high. Ball, that's off the plate.
Strike 3, sit out. All right, that's the Rocky stronghold. And there we go. Kodai Senga is super fractured. Now I gotta change my rotation so that now we got Trey Savage. How close is some of these guys? Okay, Keyshaw is very close. He actually could be super fractured by the end of this stream. Edgar Martinez is definitely getting super fractured. Harris will break 7,000. So this week I expect him to be super fractured, but not today. We'll keep our eye out for Martinez and Keyshaw. You went back to playing MLB The Show 23. I mean, there are definitely some there are some trophies in MLB The Show 23 that I'd like to go back and grab. But I don't know if I'm at that point yet. Was 23 the last year that we had before this whole new free agency overhaul came into franchise mode?
Ball 1, no strikes. Outside, that's a ball. Ball. I got 3-0. Ball 4.
I'll take that.
Runner. Hey. He's safe.
It's just, I like the old way, not the current way that they have things with free agency and in MLB or in MLB The Show 25. I get it, it's supposed to simulate a battle or it's supposed to simulate a competition between teams trying to get multiple player or a player. I get that. But it's like, if I don't offer the right deal, then I miss out on that player. Or I could miss out.
Oh, he's safe.
That is good. The catcher.
And I just don't like that concept. I liked it before, where you could, if you were negotiating with a free agent, you would gauge their interest, and then you could go as high or as low as you wanted in terms of the salary
The designated hitter, Carlos.
or the signing bonus. I just liked it better, the old way.
Ball. Ball, that's out. He's safe.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Edgar Martinez.
No, he's in there. Ball, that's outside.
Nice, Keyshaw. Oh, well then you might want to go put gas into your car. For me, because I live in New Jersey, I can actually push my gas mileage a bit. So sometimes I'll wait until it gets down to a quarter tank of gas left before I actually fill it up. But again, gas is like around my area $2.55 a gallon. So it doesn't take more than $20 to fill it up from a quarter tank of gas. Strike three, sit down. But yeah, I would definitely put gas into my car if you're almost out. And if gas is really high, like it was a few years ago, then I would wait until my gas was like half full.
Ball one.
No, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that the West Coast gas prices are much higher. I mean, New York had pretty high gas prices as well. They had $3.50, I think, when I was there, or when I went to college in New York, and that was Long Island. Yeah, and the further south you go, the much cheaper it actually gets. It's like close to $2 in some places. I think in Mississippi they have the cheapest gas, and I think the average there is like $1.50 or something like that. Nice, Duran. Well, it's just based on location. And it also depends on the state taxes and everything. That's why I know a lot of New Yorkers, and even one of my friends that I went to college with who lives in New York, he told me whenever they go on trips, They always try to fill up with gas in New Jersey because it's cheaper for them in New Jersey than it is for New York. It's a Ford Focus, or not a Ford Focus. Yeah, actually, yeah, a Ford Focus SE, I believe. It's
The right fielder.
2006, I want to say. These are really old cars. I get them. My dad lets me get them for like cheap, and then I just got to pay the insurance on them. I've had a Ford Escort. That was my first car. I also had a Toyota Avalon. And now I have my Focus. Yes. Well, at the end of the day, this was the Bills' best chance. And honestly, I don't think the Bills are going to get another chance. You know, for so long they complained about the Chiefs blocking their way to the Super Bowl. Well, the Chiefs were not in the Super Bowl this year, and you still didn't make it past the divisional round against a team that you beat last year. So
Batting six, the center fielder, Alex.
I get it, Lupin, but McDermott was not getting them to the Super Bowl, and for teams that are expected to win,
One's the count.
that's what they want. If you don't give it to them,
8-2.
sorry, but you're going to find yourself in the unemployment line. Being a playoff coach is not enough. You have to win in the playoffs. Because I'm sure it was that loss to the Broncos that did it. But I mean, Josh Allen didn't help with the fact that he had 5 interceptions in that game. I'm starting to wonder if maybe Josh Allen is starting to come down to earth.
Oh, and 1.
Well, why didn't the GM get fired? Why was it only McDermott?
Count. 3.
But that's on McDermott for not bringing in a defensive coordinator who was better.
Ball, that's low.
Defense wins championships. Boogie, you ought to know that because Seahawks pounded the 49ers, held them to 6 points. You know, defense is key. You don't have a defense, and I know because I'm talking from a Jets fan perspective, and I saw my team not finish the year without an interception. Think of that.
Ball, that's inside.
I think they have a strong defense. You don't need the best defense in the league to win championships, but they definitely have a strong defense, which is good because sometimes that's all you need to win a championship. We'll see how they do against the Rams, and if they get past the Rams, either the Patriots, most likely the Patriots, or the Denver Broncos. Patriots have a solid defense too. And yet is well on his way to being in the Super Bowl. Assuming that the Patriots get past the Broncos, which I think they will. Hey, he could be overrated, but he may very well be in the Super Bowl. Strike 3, sit out. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Hey! 0-1. He's out. Ball 1, no strikes.
Okay. Get out of here. Who do you think is best wins off Jackson Smith Jigba or Puka Nakua? Gosh, I mean, I really think Smith Najigba had a great year, but so did Nakua. I don't know. I feel like that's a close one.
Out.
You think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl? You think they're going to get past the Seahawks? And once they get past the Seahawks, either the Patriots or the Broncos? Broncos I would understand, but Patriots, I don't know.
Out. He's out. Ball. Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit out. I'm just hoping for a good Super Bowl. That's all I'm hoping for. Based on what I've seen so far in the playoffs, that's what I think that's where we're heading. So
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 68, Jalen Beat.
I would have gone there, but I just didn't feel like they were gonna. I felt like I would have been gunned down. Trade and get Freddie Peralta,
Ball one.
so they're not going after
That's 1-0.
Skubal. You know, I made a trade proposal, or I was suggesting a trade proposal to some of my coworkers who are Mets fans.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Luke.
And honestly, I think this is the only way that the Mets get Skubal. They have to. They're gonna have to trade. I feel like it would take Francisco Lindor, Brendan Sproat, and/or Jonah Tong. So Lindor with either Sproat, Tong, or both of them to get Skubal. I think that's a fair trade. And then that way you can move Bichette over to short. You get Skubal, and you have an opportunity to sign him to a long-term deal before he even reaches free agency.
Ball two.
And we know that the Mets could make him the highest-paid pitcher in MLB history, so... Raise the apple for Luke Kershaw. The only problem is that Lindor, starting this year, has a full no-trade clause in his contract. If the Mets had done it last year,
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks,
then he could only veto trades to 15 teams. Now he could veto any kind of trade that he doesn't like. That's the only problem. So you would have to convince Lindor, in addition to convincing the Tigers, that this is the right trade.
Ball.
And I don't think Lindor is going to want to go to a team that's going to give up its best starting pitcher, and probably one of the definitely one of the reasons that they've been in the postseason. Plus, they would have to eat up some of Lindor's contract as well.
now batting, the left fielder.
But I feel like that's what it's gonna take from the Mets to get Skubal. Otherwise, Dodgers are just gonna offer up prospects for Skubal, and he's gonna go to LA. Raise the apple for Xander Bogaerts.
Foul ball.
If you're the Mets, you have to do what you can to get Skubal. You can't let him fall in the Dodgers' hands. You can't. And I think the Mets are the only ones outside of the Dodgers who can offer him up enough money for him to sign.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
But if the Mets do offer Skubal a contract, I say give him no more than 7 years. He's going to be in his 30. He's going to enter 30 this year, which I can't believe because I'm entering 30 pretty soon. And you don't want to give him like a 10-year contract. Otherwise, he's pitching until he's 40, and at that point, he's not even worth the money. Nice catch, Duran.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 81, Ryan Thompson.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
Raise the apple for Jose Bautista.
Aye. 0-1.
Maybe. But still plenty of time before spring training starts. And there's still a particular free agent named Cody Bellinger out there.
The designated hitter, Carlos Delgado.
Seems that the Yankees are willing to walk away from him if the Mets decide to go after him. Now, that's going to be, I'm not going to lie, that's going to be a lot of money for the Mets to go after Bellinger, especially with Bichette's contract. But I mean, they need an outfielder and they need a solid bat. Or they need one more solid bat.
The batter number 50,
And I think Bellinger does both.
Luke Keyshaw.
But I would have signed him before I signed Bichette. And you know what? There's been a lot of talk about the Bichette signing, and I absolutely agree with the commentary out there that the Bichette signing, and I think I mentioned this in my last stream, that the Mets signing Bichette, that was a panic signing. Okay? That was nothing more than Steve Cohen going to David Stearns and telling him he need to make a big splash in free agency because ticket sales were doing bad. Met fans were not renewing their season tickets. They were not buying tickets. Steve Cohen, he may be foolish. He may have been foolish this offseason, but that doesn't mean he's a foolish businessman. He understands that if he's losing money in ticket sales, then he's gonna have a loss in profit. So he needed to make a big splash in order to calm down Met fans. But I think Met fans see it for what it is. A panic signing. It's not Pete Alonso. It's not Brendan Nimmo. It's not Jeff McNeil. It's not Edwin Diaz. It's not Kyle Tucker.
That's a ball.
Met fans see that. And plus, you're putting him at third base. You already had a stacked infield, and now you're trying to make Brett Beatty a versatile player? Yeah, the last time you did that was with Dom Smith. Well, actually, no. The last player was Jeff McNeil. They made him not only a second baseman, but an outfielder. And I mean, he wasn't bad, but didn't exactly excel. But I'm talking more along the lines of the Mets need an outfielder, so they're looking at Beatty to do that. And I don't think they should do that. If they can't find a spot for him, well, first of all, why are you trying to be versatile with Beatty? Why are you trying to do that? I mean, you already tried him at second base. So why are you trying this when it didn't work out with Dom Smith? That'd be my question. Yep. Yeah, because I don't think I'll ever be okay with it. Because I don't think it was a signing that the Mets should have done. It was merely just a panic signing because they realized they missed out on Tucker. Do we? Do we, Wookie? I think Cohen and Stearns needed him. I just don't think the Mets needed him. I think the only positive that came out of it was the fact that we did it in spite of the Phillies. Like that's probably the upside to it. Well, I don't agree with you, but that's fine. That's our opinions. We can have opinions. I don't agree. Because there's nowhere for us to put him other than third, and he doesn't play third. Great. So we just gave Bo Bichette $42 million for this year just so he could be a DH. That's the most expensive DH I think I've ever seen. And there's Shohei Ohtani out there. But at least Ohtani can pitch. And he's won 3 MVPs in his time or in his career. So he's well worth it. Bo Bichette, not done enough to warrant that kind of money. I think the whole thing was for 3 years, and hold on, I need my phone here. A 3-year, $126 million. Oh, No, Woogie.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 25, Jim Tony.
All right. No, that's my bad. I shouldn't have said a year. It should have been 126 million with opt-outs after the first and second year. So that's my fault. So that's 43 million a year, if I do my math right. Oh no, 42. 42.
3-2.
All right, raise the apple for Jim Tomey. If he doesn't like what the Mets are doing, then yes. Because I think Bichette wants to win. He'll earn his money, but he also wants to win. And right now, the Mets, I don't know. They might be a 75-win team. But I think that's about it. They still don't have starting pitching. He's making 57 million with 3 million a year deferred. So he's making 60 million a year total.
That's ball two.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Oh, nearly had him.
Guerrero.
Nearly had Tatis there.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
Strike three, sit down.
Runner. He's safe.
I mean, if we had the option between Williams or Diaz, I would have taken Diaz. But the idea at the time of the Williams signing, strike three, sit down, was for him to be the setup man to Diaz. And I would have liked it if we had gotten both. But it seems that Diaz didn't see it that way. He saw it as more
0-1.
the Mets signing Williams to replace him. Because apparently he was not happy that the Mets signed Williams. Or he wasn't notified that the Mets signed him.
2 strikes.
Signed Williams.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Three.
What up, Bubbles? Raise the apple for Carson Kelly. Well, I mean, my weekend, technically my weekend is now. You know, this Monday is my Saturday, essentially. But, I mean, nothing happened over the weekend, so I'm happy for that. You know, sometimes I'd like a weekend where nothing crazy happens. Because it seems like there are a lot of I've dealt with a lot of weekends where crazy stuff happens, and then and then I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Luke Keishel.
Ball one.
I did. I love Denver versus Buffalo and Chicago versus Los Angeles. I thought those were the best games. I could not believe that Caleb Williams found Komet in the end zone wide open. Today was just hot dogs. Yeah, I don't now that the Jets season is over and I can't get Big Macs for a cheap price anymore, I just I don't eat McDonald's anymore. Or I try not to. That was really only during football season. Strike three, sit down, and I just realized that Savage is still pitching. He shouldn't have. I should have taken him out. Dang it. Dang it. Oh well. Gotta get this last out, and then hopefully I don't have I don't score 2 more runs. This is the Forever Conquest Map. So right now I'm trying to tackle the West Coast, get that out of the way so I could get all the territories there. And then when I go to take over the rest of the map, you know, I don't have to worry about trying to steal fans. Like I had to for the first 2 strongholds that I tried to steal, which was the Rockies and the D-backs.
That's a ball. 1-0. Out. Ball one. Counts 1-0. That ball's foul. Runner. Hey. He's safe.
Nice.
Safe.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 40, Jason Adams. The batter, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Bring in my closer.
Leading off
Which is
for the
Diaz,
Padres,
so
the catcher.
let's get him in here.
Kirby. Now pitching, Edwin Diaz.
Hey, 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hey.
Strike 3, sit down. Can't believe this is the last title I'll ever. Well, Diaz might get a flashback Mets card. He may next year, but you know, I think for this year, I could assume that no, there will be no Edwin Diaz Mets card for now,
Yeah.
or at least to start up
No balls, 2
2026.
strikes. Nope, outside.
Strike 3, sit down. Ugh. Man. Overnights, they kill you. I guess I'm gonna make my way towards the Dodgers. Ooh, but probably not gonna be able to take down their stronghold this turn. Oh, shoot, you're kidding. Ah, damn you, Angels. Well, that just screwed up my plan. I mean, now I get to play with more fans, which means I'll probably be able to take on the Angels as well, which is nice. So, oh boy, am I tired. Just gotta take the West Coast. I take the West Coast, and then I can focus on the Central, and then the East, and then we're done with this map.
Oh.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 25, Jim Thome.
Ball. 1-0. Hey. Runner. Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball in.
Dang it. I gotta pay attention because there's a guy on second that needs to be driven in. And that's not gonna happen. Never mind.
Ahí. Ahí. Ahí.
Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, that's inside.
Got him.
He's out. Ball one. Ball one, no strike. Hey! 1-1. Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. Okay. You could do whatever you want.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
I'll have to update it for 26 so that it says 26.
Roque.
But yeah, that's fine.
Roque.
Uh,
Batting fifth.
ugh.
Carson
Ugh.
Kelly.
No, foul ball.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the option is available.
Ball.
I mean, we're not going to have the best team to start off. I'll just say that right now, because it's going to take me a while to build up my team. Ugh. Yeah, I really haven't been into FIFA since since the journey ended. Like, that was the main reason I even got the game. But it was such a great story. You know, if they did more of that in FIFA, I would be more inclined
Hey.
to buy it.
0-2.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna get it for free through PlayStation Plus whenever it becomes free, and then strike 3, sit down, and then I'll just play it for as long as I can, and then I'll get bored of it and move on.
1-1's the count.
It's the same way I feel about NHL and Madden.
3.
Nope. Haven't decided yet.
Hey.
I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards maybe not streaming it as much or just waiting until content comes out for me to play it, because I can't force content. Normally I would, at this point of the year, I would be trying to grind or trying to make my Mets team all superfractor, but not only have I done that, I've done it twice. Like, I could have 2 full lineups of superfractor Mets players. And that's all thanks to LaGraza. If LaGraza doesn't happen, that's probably what I'm doing.
Be safe. Nope. No, he's safe.
Last year, to kind of build time up until MLB The Show 25 came out, what I would do is do a March to October with certain teams. Raise the apple for Michael Harris II. But I don't want to do that this year because, well, didn't really work out last year. Raise the apple for Jaron Duran. I thought it would be...
Number 41.
It just didn't get a lot of views on YouTube, and from what I remember of my streams, there weren't a lot of views on it on Twitch either, so people just didn't have an interest in it. It's a cool mode. Like, I like the mode, and if you don't want, or if you want to know how to play franchise mode, then March to October is your introduction, basically. But I guess not a lot of people like to play franchise mode, which makes sense because it's been the same for years and years and years. They've never, they made changes to free agency, but they haven't changed the mode as a whole. Raise the apple for Jim Tomey.
Got him.
So, definitely not going to do that again this year. And the whole Mets grind thing is done. Chris Bryant, raise the apple. Stayed fair just enough.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 38, Kirby Yates.
Raise the apple for Carson Kelly. Oh my gosh. Hey, I'm glad they found their power swings. About time. I guess I'm just old-fashioned and I just want my relievers to get some XP, and really can't get XP if they can't get a save. So I guess Trey Savage is going to have to stay in unless the Dodgers can force him out, which they would need to score 3 runs in order to do that.
Aye. 0-2 is the count. 3.
Strike 3, sit
The
down.
right fielder, Alex Wall.
Aye. Aye. 0-2. 3.
Strike 3, sit down. Even with no energy, he's blowing hitters away.
Aye. No balls, 2 strikes. 3.
Strike 3, sit down. 8 strikeouts on 10 batters that he faced. Trey Savage for sure on something in this game. All right, now I can set my eyes to the Angels. No, it's not. It's either on the phone or on computer. It's cheaper on the phone, so if you want to, I think you should pay for it on the phone. But see, I don't know what it's like to play that game on the phone. I mean, it's already complicated enough the way it is on PC. I don't know how it's formatted on the phone. And for $10, that kind of scares me. Or at least $10, it's here. I mean, I could, but that would require me to spend $50 on that game, knowing that Out of the Park, the next Out of the Park is going to come out in a few months, and you know, I have to make sure that that I can handle broadcasting from my capture card or from my PC. Plus, I won't be able to see the chat either. Like, how can I see the chat when I'm playing the game or it's Out of the Park? Because Out of the Park would take up my whole screen. Yeah, but that might impact my stream because now I've got 2 devices logged on to the internet. And that might throttle my internet and cause my stream to have some problems.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
I don't know specifically what... I mean, I can connect to the internet on my phone without relying on a network. I've done that plenty of times. I just don't know how much it'll throttle my stream. That's if it is on the same network as what I'm trying to broadcast. Plus, I've never tried broadcasting from my computer before.
And leading up for the
Well,
Angels,
let me rephrase. I did try. It just didn't work out the last time I tried it.
Ball. Yeah! 1 ball, 1 strike. Ah! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Take 1. 0-1.
Strike 3, sit down. There's a lot of unknowns with it, and for a game that is only good for a few more months before the next title comes out, not to mention whenever I decide to pick up MLB The Show 26 again, or whenever MLB The Show 26 comes out. Strike 3, sit down. I just don't think it's worth paying the $50.
Number 66, Luis Garcia.
One and one.
I mean, this is just that time of year. It's just that time of year where things get harder and harder to stream. Oh, we got a raid! We got a raid. Who raided me? Hold on. Hold on. Sis, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What's up, everyone? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome into my stream. Sis, how was your stream? Were you also streaming MLB The Show?
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Michael.
Yes, sir. Big dubs in the chat. Big dubs for the chat. You know what, Sis? Let me give you a follow. And for my other viewers that weren't part of the raid, please go give Sis a follow for giving the raid. He's awesome. He's awesome for the raid, so let's go share him some love as well.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 46.
Hold on. I don't think I want to do that. Yes, sir. Big dubs in the raid. But, Sis, how was your... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have ads. Sorry, guys. If you came in here from Sis raid, yes, I have chats. Or I have ads. I'm an affiliate. What can I do? But big dubs in the raid. Thank you so much, guys. I run less ads than Sis? Really? Is that true, Sis? Do I run less ads than you? Wow.
That's a
And I
ball.
thought I was too much with the ads. No. No on the meat print. No on that. You do 10-minute, 10 minutes ads. I see. I don't know what mine is. I think it's set to the default. Sis is greedy and wants money. What were you streaming, Sis?
Hee-haw.
Yeah, one of them. It has to be the default. I think, yeah, I never changed it from what it originally was. Of course, you could skip ads entirely by subscribing to my channel.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Taylor Ward.
Hurt.
But I don't require that of anyone. If you guys are here enough,
Nope.
that's okay with me. Okay?
That missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Peacock.
So
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Yohan.
no. Don't. If that's what I gotta do, don't worry about it. Like I said, you guys don't have to sub to me. This is a completely free channel, and I do this out of love for streaming MLB The Show 25. This is by far my favorite video game. I buy this game every year. I stream it. I play it. I just love this game.
Now pitching for the Angels,
Robert, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Gunner.
Wait, do I now gotta throw that? Oh, God. Oh, no. Sis with the sub as well. Thank you. Sis. W to Sis as well. Thank you so much, guys. Seriously, you don't have to do that. I appreciate it, but you guys don't have to. Oh, boy.
Yeah. 1 and 2's the count.
God. And Young Snow with the sub as well. Thank you very much. But, I'm going to get arrested for indecency. Oh, God.
2 and 2.
Well, we got a hype train going. And I'm being told to shake my butt, apparently.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Oh, boy.
Chris Bryant.
Gotta head out. I appreciate it, sis. Thank you for the raid. Much love. Dodger, Bubbles, if you guys haven't done so already, please go give Sis a follow. And Sis, I'll be sure to check out one of your streams when I get the chance, okay? When do you stream? And what do you stream? Because I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I was asking how was your stream?
Kelly.
2 Eastern and the show. So you're a show, MLB The Show streamer as well.
Ball.
What were you do you mind if I ask what stream you were or what mode you were specifically streaming?
Ball.
He streams once per year. Ranked DD? Nice. Have you ever gotten up
That's
to
a foul ball.
Have you ever gotten up to 1,000 rating, or do you just try to get to World Series and then that's it? Wow. Okay, you're far better at this game than I am. Oh, well then there you go, Sis. I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. I'll check you out on YouTube as well. Right now I'm just doing I'm doing the Forever Conquest Map. This is like one of the last few maps that I have left in Diamond Dynasty.
Tag 2. 1 and 2. Tag.
Stream spammer. A big L on the spammer. Exactly. He's been banned. Swerve 4K with the raid as well. Thank you, Swerve. I appreciate it. How you doing today, and how was your stream?
No balls. 1 strike.
Wow, so much love. Honestly, being raided, I can't thank you guys enough for the raids.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Make Bubbles, Dodger, any one of my viewers, anyone from Siz's raid, make sure you go give Swerve a follow as well. Let's see. I'll be live for another hour, so if you'll be back within an hour, I'll still be live.
0-2.
But I appreciate the raid. Thank you, Swerve. Appreciate it so much. Big hypes for Swerve.
Ball.
Let me give you that follow, too. Sorry I don't have the shout-out thing, but that was the...
Count is full.
Whoops. Oh, pitch clock violation. Whoops. Get your head in the game. All right. And when do you normally stream, Swerve? Because I'll be sure to check you out in your streams as well.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Hold on, I got a feeling I've got some follows that I need to shout out as well here. You know what? If you can help me with that, because I had trouble with the bot the last time, I mean, I'm all for it. Yeah, let me know how I'm supposed to do it. Strike 3, sit down on that last strikeout, by the way. Treya Savage getting up to tier 4. Alright, so just a recap for those that were part of the raids that didn't see the beginning part of my stream. Obviously, I'm grinding the Forever Conquest Map. And so far, I've taken 5 strongholds. The Rockies, the D-backs, the Padres, the Dodgers, and the Angels. Yeah, mods are... Okay, let me give it a shot here. I should be able to do it on my thing. Excellent. First, we're going to do Sizz. Where is he? We're going to do Sizz. Give him... There he is. Sizz. Let's see if that worked. What? Doesn't exist? How does it not exist? I see it right there. Is it UH? Is it UH capital SIZZ? Is that what it is? The channel you are shouting out does not exist. No way. Let me try another. There we go. I got it. There we go. And of course, we're also gonna shout out Swerve as well. Oh, I gotta wait 2 minutes. Sorry, Swerve. Gotta wait a couple minutes for you. But I'll definitely give you the shout out. Thank you. Thank you, to go Joey. I appreciate you telling me that, as well as you, Bubbles. Appreciate it. Big dubs in the chat for to go Joey and Bubbles. Now let's go get the Giants. All right, I think it's been 2 minutes. I'm impatient. Oh, it's 20 seconds. Come on, 20 seconds? You're seriously going to hassle me, Twitch, over 20 seconds? Come on, I got to give my man Swerve a shout out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Xander
Darn Twitch.
Bogart.
Out. Ball one. Counts 1-0. 2-0.
There we go. So Swerve and Sis, thank you for the raids. I appreciate it so much. How about we raise the apple for Jim Tomey? Isn't this cool? So for anyone that's new, I am a Mets fan. Live outside of New York City, in New Jersey, actually. Family grew up as a Mets fan, so I am a Mets fan as well. What I have there, that's an item that was given away during a promotion this year at Citi Field. And unfortunately, I missed out on that promotion, but I bought it online through eBay and everything. And basically, every time that I hit a home run, I'll say, raise the apple, push down on the top here, bring it up, like it's the apple rising after a home run at Citi Field.
Now pitching for the Giants.
And that's basically my home run celebration right there.
Ryan Walker.
ESPN alerted me. I was hoping that would have been something that said that Cody Bellinger is signing with the Mets. What are y'all who's everyone's favorite team? Hold that thought, because raise the apple for Chris Bryant. But who's everyone's favorite team? Are you a Mets fan like me? Or are you a Yankees fan? or a Phillies
One
fan.
and oh.
Nope, it was the Dolphins hiring I think the offensive coordinator for the Packers as their next head coach. From what I read, or what I saw on the, whoops. Yeah, Dolphins are hiring former Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley as their head coach. That was the notification from ESPN.
Ball inside.
And I meant to get this before until Swerve came in and rated me as well. But now I'm going to get to the followers, whoever's been following me. I'm sorry I don't have those notifications that pop up whenever someone follows. I did want that, but that's only part of the OBS stream. And that only happens if... and that only happens if I can have a strong enough internet to stream from a capture card, which I clearly don't have. That was an issue that I experienced when I was streaming MLB The Show 23. But believe me, I would have had a lot of alerts. Like, I had one of the one for the follows would have been Jeff McNeil dancing with some music. His little, this kind of dance. And then whenever someone subscribed, or maybe when someone rated, I don't remember, I set this up a long time ago. It had the Mr. and Mrs. Met playing the trumpets for Diaz.
No, he's safe.
All right, let me get to the follows that came in here. So, One with Pain, thank you for your follow. Why Cloggin? I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for your follow as well. Robert Morales, you not only followed me, you subscribed to me, so thank you. Sis, you subscribed. Young Snow, you also subscribed, so thank you very much for that. And then to Goat Joey, you also gave me the follow, so thank you so much, guys. Awesome. Strike 3, sit down. Yeah, I have several mods for my channel. Yeah. Gamer, I know, is one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I think... No, SB Champ is not one.
3.
You know what, Dodger? Since you're in here consistently, I'm going to mod you. Because I like you.
Now pitching for the Giants.
Big dubs in the chat for Dodger.
Number 57. Joey.
For becoming a mod.
Luke Casey. Leading off for the Wolves, the designated hitter, Carlos Delgado.
I thought I had more mods than that, but... No, we would never ban you, Bubbles. Why would we ban you? If you came in here and you spammed me, or you spammed links in my chat, then yeah, we would ban you. But you haven't done that, so there's no reason for me to ban you. Plus, I generally like to do the banning myself.
Now pitching, Roki Sasaki.
Hey! Oh, 2 is the count. Hey!
I mean, I don't take it with an easy decision other than those people who spam me. I mean, to get banned in my chat, I've already established rules. I don't want anyone making any threats. I don't want anyone making any derogatory remarks towards anyone based on their gender, identity, race, nothing. I hear that stuff, I'm not putting up with it. I hear threats, I'm not putting up with it. I generally try to ban political talk in my chats, but most people observe that. So, because we're not here to talk politics, we're here to talk baseball. That's what we're here for.
Pitching for the Giants.
So believe me, you really have to force my hand for me to want to ban you. And I have banned several people before. Mainly because they either made a threat against me or they were making trouble in my chat that I just didn't want anymore. I tend to think I'm pretty lenient when it comes to stuff like that. I just ask for viewers to be respectful and for no politics. That's all I ask for. And no threats. As long as those rules are adhered to, then you're not going to see me ban anyone. Jeez. Duran, I hate it when the AI does that, or the game does that. It's like, crack of the bat, the player's gonna go on a ground ball, and it's like the infielder takes it right after the mound. In baseball, nobody would do that. Jose Bautista, raise the apple. That's the next thing I should get. I should get an email for that's just out. Apple and a hat for every time there's a home run. Nice, Brian. What was that? 82 speed for him? Since when was Chris Bryant that fast? 82 speed.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball 2.
That's his milestone card, right? So it should reflect a game that he got a lot of, or he had a lot of speed in.
Now pitching for the Giants.
I'm going to have to look this up.
Keaton Win.
Raise the apple for Carlos Delgado. Unfortunately, not the Mets Carlos Delgado. That's Toronto Blue Jays milestone Carlos Delgado. But still, a good card.
That's a ball.
Although I have to say that my favorite stream or my favorite card from Diamond Dynasty this year was that 99 Carlos Beltran card. I feel like that was the best card in the entire game. And very rarely do I say that about any live series collection card, because usually they're overused at the beginning of the year, and then once people start to figure out the batter, that's when they don't really.
Leading up for the
That's
ninth,
when it really
the
starts
catcher,
to
Patrick
not be as good.
Bailey.
But Carlos Beltran, that just wasn't the case. Carlos Beltran was good throughout the year. In fact, he's my starting center fielder for my All Mets squad.
3.
I think the other card that I thought was good throughout the year, many years ago,
Yep, that ball
that was a live collection reward card, the Derek Jeter one, and I think that was MLB The Show 23, because I think that was the year where he had his storyline. But that card was insanely good as well.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Yeah. Yep. Dodger subscribes to me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate anyone who's willing to provide money to my channel. Like, I seriously, guys, you don't have to do that, right? I know it seemed like I was just saying that earlier, but I truly mean it. Like, if you guys are in here, that's all I can ask for. Oh, look at that. Luke Keyshaw is now super fractured. So I guess I'm taking him out of my lineup. Sweet. But I knew he'd be super fractured. I just didn't think it would be. Did I think it was today? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Who should I put in at second now? And nobody please say Chase Utley. I hate Chase Utley with a fiery passion. No, if you say Utley, that's fine. Although I'm inclined to go with Jason Kipnis, because he's pretty close to being tier 3. He just won't give me a lot of speed. That's the unfortunate part. At least not as much as Keyshaw gave me. Dodger, I'm ignoring you. Oh, I see. What? So 16 total bases for a game in 2016 where he had 3 home runs? That's enough for 82 speed? Mind you, 3 home runs. That's already 3/4 of the total bases right there. And he only had 2 more hits, so that either could have been 2 doubles or, well, he also could have walked too. So maybe that was another total base. So he could have gotten a double, to a single, and then a walk, or a triple and a single. But I don't think that's worthy of 82 speed. Whatever. Let's see. 14 and yeah, he's staying where he's at, although that puts me at risk for 4 straight lefties at the bottom and top of my lineup. Hold on. All right, let's get back into it now that I have my second base. I don't think there's any way that I'm playing the... Yeah, no, they're going to have me play on All-Star. No thanks. I'd rather play on Veteran. This is the Forever map, but this is not a new map. They've been doing the USA map for a long time. In fact, this dates all the way back to the first time they introduced Conquest in MLB 16, the show. So they had this map for a long time, but normally they release it at the beginning of the game. It's just that this year they decided to do it at the end of the game. And I think that's better, honestly. All right, raise the apple for Xander Bogaerts. Chase pack or ultra choice pack. So you could get a finest pack, a
No balls, one strike.
you could get a home run derby X pack. You could get a moonshot 2.0 pack, or any of the other packs that have been released throughout the year.
Ball. Ball. Full count.
Nice. Raise the apple for Jim Tomey.
Now pitching for the A's,
And you missed a lot.
number 44, Tyler Ferguson.
I told you it was fine to go get some sleep, SP Champ.
Ball.
I told you that you've been up since 2:30 this morning. I got raided twice. And I got a lot of subs, or I got a few subs. So lots of new follows and a lot of viewers. And by the way, thank you to Sizz and Swerve 4K for that. So let's go. Raise the apple for Chris Bryant. You know, I really shouldn't do it like that. I really should just do it more like that. It actually looks like it's rising instead of being slanted.
Here. No balls, two strikes. Ball.
Hey, come on, Trey, you savage. Strike 3, sit down. I don't blame you. Believe me, I told you before. I was in that same spot whenever I would wake up or I would, I had to wake up at like 3:45, 4 o'clock just to get a 4:45 bus before I had to be in the city by 6. Strike 3, sit down. So I totally get it. Nothing wrong with a nap. That's just your body's way
Right.
of resetting, you know?
0-2. Ball. 1-2. Nope. Ball. 2-2.
By the way, guys, make sure you stick around because at the end of the stream, I'm gonna raid out. I think that's only right after I've been raided today, so make sure you guys stick around. And I know exactly who we're gonna raid. Because I see that he's live now, so hopefully he's still live by the time that I raid.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
That's a ball.
But still got over 20 minutes here, over 25 in fact.
That missed. That's a ball.
So not raiding out just yet. Just saying that hopefully you guys will stick around because we're going to raid.
That's an F.
Yeah, that's gone. Oh, no, it's not. Wow. I thought that was going to get over the wall. Good thing I realized. Otherwise, I would have been out. Yeah, he's going to be safe.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Ball. Hoo-yah. 1-1.
Alrighty. Take down the Athletics, and then let's move on to the Mariners. Hopefully I can get the West Coast done today. If I could get the West Coast done, that's already a third of the map that I need to get out of the way.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Too late.
Oh, I thought I had him. Dang, Shea Langolier. Well, he's speedy for a catcher.
Hee-haw. 0-1.
Great effort there by Bogarts. Nothing that he could have done differently. Strike 3, sit down.
Hee-haw. 0-1.
Uh-oh. Oh. Good thing it hit off the first base coach right there. Otherwise, Langolier would have definitely advanced. Strike 3, sit down.
Hee-haw. Oh.
Pitching for the A's, number 49. The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
Yeah! 0-1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Ball.
Focus up here. Nice.
He's safe.
Now batting, catcher, Carson Kelly.
Hee-haw! 0 balls, 1 strike.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 61, Elvis Alvarado.
One and one.
Good thing for that animation, because I tapped the X button and like I wanted to swing at that, and if I had, it would have been just a strike.
1-2.
Sometimes those animations save me, but sometimes they can make me aggravated.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's up.
That's it.
He's up.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Zach Yellow.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2. 1 and 2's the count.
Strike 3, sit down.
The center fielder, number 1, Denzel Plus.
Nice. All right, the A's stronghold is ours. Now it's just the Mariners, and I think that would be a good place to end up or end off. Uh-oh. That stinks. go. Let's take down Seattle. You know, it's funny to me that this Xander Bogaerts card has like 99 steel. That's just really funny to me. Because I didn't really think of him as someone that could swipe bags. Apparently he can. I mean, I'm glad to have it because I need speed in my lineup. Considering I just took out Keyshaw and replaced him with Kipnis.
Ball.
So I need all the speed I can get. Nope. Get back. Get back.
Infield fly rule in effect.
Now, anybody who's from Seattle or has been to T-Mobile Park this year, because I don't know if they did Ichiro's retirement or jersey retirement yet, because I see that it's not there with the other retired numbers with Edgar and Griffey,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm just wondering if like that's going to be
Hee-haw.
updated for next year or if it hasn't even been done yet.
That's an F. Hee-haw. One. 2. 1-2. That's a ball.
It just seems strange to me that number 51 is not there. It should be.
Hit 3.
Strike 3, sit down.
Here. Tag 2. 1 and 2. That's inside. Ball. Hit.
Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 55, Dave Spiner. Batting 7, the designated hitter, Carlos Delgado.
Nope. Ball. 1 and 0.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Wood! 0-1.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
All right, welcome back, Woogie. Hey, Woogie, is Ichiro's number retired with Griffey and Martinez yet at T-Mobile Park?
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 83.
It is. Interesting that they don't have it in this game. Like, they were able to update Citi Field with Willie Mays' number being retired by the Mets. I don't understand why they couldn't update T-Mobile Park to include Ichiro's. Unless they still don't have the rights to them, and maybe they'll have it this year. That would be a strong indication that Ichiro might be in the next game. Raise the apple for Jaron Duran. And raise the apple again for Xander Bogaerts.
Ball. That's a foul ball. That's a ball. Count's full.
Ruben Tejada. That's his name. But that's the guy that that's the guy that Chase Utley slid into. Raise the apple for Jim Tomey. Might never get his rights because he's a Japanese player that I believe is on the cover of the paper and can't be part of this game. Aww.
Ball.
So we'll never see Ichiro in an MLB The Show game ever again? That's disappointing.
Ball. One ball, no strikes.
No idea.
Here, what?
No idea. I'd have to go downstairs and find out.
Too late. Hey! Yeehaw! It's 0-1. That's a ball.
What was Randy Johnson's number with the Seattle Mariners? Was that 51?
Batting 6, the left fielder.
Yes. Yes, I am. I already have the person in mind. Wait a minute. Oh, nope, that person now got offline, so now I think I have another person here. Let's see. But they're not playing MLB The Show, so if you guys... But there's someone that I've seen stream. I've watched them stream MLB The Show in the past, so... And he's also a good friend of mine as well. Sometimes he'll come in and we'll have a discussion for a little while.
2-2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Pitching for the Mariners, number 54.
So I think I'm going to rate him. Shano 91Y. He's a Phillies fan. But I like him. Right now he's doing pool blitz. So I think I'm going to rate him.
Ho!
But only once I'm done with this game. Yep. Because I've rated him before. Unless you guys have other suggestions, I'm open to any suggestions. I could also try to find another MLB The Show streamer to raid. Keep the theme of MLB The Show going.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Yeehaw! 0 balls, 1 strike. That missed, that's a ball. Hey!
TN Dog 82.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, if he, how many viewers does he have? Because if he doesn't have that many viewers, we can rate him. But if he does already have plenty of viewers, I'd rather it go to someone who doesn't have a lot of viewers in their streams. Strike 3, sit down. He's got 4. Okay, that's little enough for me. Jason Kipnis gets up to tier 3. And I'll collect some territories while I'm here. Might as well. Ooh, that one took a big chunk out of my... Ooh, that one too. Jeez. Only other thing I could think to do is that. And it's about a 50-50 shot. Dang. Now I can't raid. Or now, I'm sorry, I can't. Not, I can raid, I just... What I meant to say was I can't attack. That's what I can't do. Any packs? I'll save these. No need to do it now. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me, so thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. Big shout out to Swerve 4K and Sis for giving me those raids. That was awesome. And thank you to everyone from those raids who followed me or subscribed to me I really appreciate it. I hope I see you guys soon in the next stream. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So overall, this was great. Like I said, thank you to Swerve 4K and Sizz for giving me those raids. That was awesome. I'm also going to raid out myself. Woogie has suggested TN Dog. I'm assuming that's Tennessee Dog 287. I think that is. So let me go ahead and set up this raid for him. Come on. Thank you. All right. Search. Ah, there he is. Alrighty, let's go show him some love. So, I'm gonna be live tomorrow, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully you guys tune in. And until then, guys, have a good night and enjoy TN Dog 682's stream.